coming back to socials and showing myself, it was a must. I didn't start this brand with a passion for loving fashion. I'm getting more engagement on iPhone reels than what I'm getting on something that man's just spent racks on. Hope you don't mind me touching on it, yeah, but obviously you was banging for a certain period.
When you can identify certain emotions, you know how to navigate. Did I think I'd ever have a studio? No.
So I placed my first order, the same mistake you placed, but I put 10k into my first order. Till today, I've still got some products for my first order.
For years, I thought, I need to make my mum proud before she goes in it. And I didn't know how I was gonna do it. I wouldn't say that I've got a passion for rap.
I've gone down the corporate route. You know, I've been in the game, like I said, over 20 years. It was just drummed into my head. Just get your education. You can always have it to fall back on.
Start as the worker. Don't be afraid of being the worker, innit? Just stay consistent and you do not know where you're gonna end up. My man's on them private jets, what he's chatting to Leon about every week.
I studied the film degree. My mum's like, I want you to be a lawyer, I want you to be a doctor. And Ra like, this has to work.
When I moved back home, like, my bank is empty. So I was like, if this doesn't work, it's peak.
I feel like a lot of the youth out there, like from where we're from, and even beyond that, you know, you're 16-year-olds, you're 15-year-olds, one thing I stress is, you don't have to have it figured out.
Jay, remind us what your purpose in getting us all here today is.
The purpose?
Yeah, like what? So what?
Blue Thought, let me take the wheel.
Yeah, like what are you trying to achieve from this video today?
All right, so I've been meaning to get the story out about the brand, yeah? So I thought the best way to get it out in an organic environment is to fill the room with like-minded individuals, different people that I've met at different points of the journey. Do you know what I mean? I've got man here that I've knew since day one. I've got man that I've met halfway through my journey. And then, yeah, best sort of conversation. Everybody here is going to have different viewpoints and different things that they're going to want to know from the journey. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I definitely say you picked like a good cast. Obviously, you've got artists in there, you've got people that work in retail, you've got directors in the cut as well. Obviously, as you're saying, all going different directions, but obviously like from similar types of, you know, backgrounds, isn't it?
So the whole point of the diverse panel was just more to showcase that we're all guys that come from a certain place, similar backgrounds, all been raised similar, but we're all on different career paths. Do you know what I mean? Like you said, you've got rappers, videographers, fitness coach, brand owner, retail, exec. Samzy also involved in video creation. My voice is going, yo. You said that water. That can get cut, yo, that can get cut though, innit? The ice is broken. We know who we sat down with. A big part of gathering you man together is one of the driving factors with the brand and just my personal persona that I'm pushing is inspiration, motivation. No matter who I've spoke to, we've all engaged in good conversations, you know what I mean? So it's like anytime I'm on the phone with a man, it's something, trying to kick knowledge, trying to motivate. Anytime anyone comes through to the spot, to the shop to buy something, they're in there for like 2 hours. 2.5 hours. It could have been a podcast episode. Do you know what I mean?
I've passed through. Just like, yo, I'm just passing through, Jay. I'm there.
You're just chatting for time.
This is like, where are you? I'm just chatting to Jay.
That's what I'm saying, but that's what happens when you're rubbing shoulders with like-minded people. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like I could have just sat down one-on-one. Like me and Luke have already done the interview, the story behind the brand, didn't it? But I just wanted something that was more authentic, more engaging, where we can go back and forth with different, like, Blue might want to know something about the journey that none of us man are going to ask. Or, do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what, we got 8 to 10 people in there, all got different perspectives. So yeah, man, I just want us all to engage in a good conversation, motivate the viewer, and try and inspire this man from where we're from as a whole. Do you get what I mean? There's someone out there who wants to go down your route. Do you know what I'm saying? But they've never had the guidance that we can give them from this episode. Do you know what I mean? And man, you already know man can get 10 steps ahead when they got a mentor or they got someone to look up to. But that's, yeah. But I'm ready to get into the interview.
Got a question then.
Or you want to rock and roll like that?
Let's go.
One sec.
Take a sip, it's going to be long.
Yo, can we just check all these cameras are working still?
Yeah, still rolling.
Yo, we got there in the end. We got there. Oh, no. You know what though? I feel like that little point there then, what I was saying, was a better introduction than the first one.
Yeah, 100.
Do you get what I'm saying? The first one, Blue was like, yo, speak up a bit, bro. All right, yo, let's get into it.
I haven't even got a question for you, You had them as well, didn't you?
Yeah, awesome.
Go on, you can answer.
It's all good. So what made you start a brand?
What made me start the brand? If I'm being totally honest, yeah, alright, this is how it is. My boys got out of jail, yeah, hit me up, said, yo, I'm looking to start a brand. No specific brand, but we decided to start with headwear, yeah? So I've gone on the phone to my guy. I've ended up ringing my other guy, Shay. Three of us arranged to meet at my apartment at the time, innit? Just to chop it up, get a gist of. These ties there, MJ, man probably didn't even engage too much into clothing. Do you get what I mean? So it was like, bro, clothing wasn't even on my mind to shout you on a retail perspective. Do you get what I'm saying? So we've linked up, Shay's not came, come up with the idea, come up with the concept, decided to start with the caps. At the time, for me, starting with hats was the easiest and safest way. Plus that era there, bro, I was bashing bare D-squared caps. I'm sure you, man, if you wore hats them days, £90 a hat. So I was thinking, you know what, USP, similar cap, half the price, dish it out, build the phone, etc. Boom, done. And the rest is history. I think we must have ordered about 500 hats. Done one run of samples, a few different styles, ordered about 500 hats. Launched in September 2016.
And this is all from your flat?
Yeah. Not necessarily from my flat, but that's where the idea was generated. That's where the design was sketched, and then it was passed on to someone else called Simple Soul, and the rest is history. Got the first batch of hats in, flung them out, no vision, no direction, just got them gone.
So I remember having conversations in this barbershop with you about that. So what was your marketing?
Marketing them days?
Yeah, just word of mouth.
Bro, you know what's crazy? Clint must have said something, yeah, from Cortez. He must have said something. I watched it on this little interview, and it was more about marketing when you've not got nothing. So when you've not got nothing, you've not got no capital, that's when you've got to think the most in it. Do you get what I'm saying? So them days there, this was the emergence of Instagram. That's when you're getting 500 likes, 1,000 likes, boom, 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 everything's popping, nothing's in place, nothing's being compressed. So bro, them times there, I must have about 3,000 followers, but I had a good network of people. Man done line up like 7 times, new bear man. I'm always into chatting to man. So anyone that I seen that had a good following, I hit them up, sent them a hat, boom, boom, boom. Franklin was one of them, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Got Franklin there on the beach. Them days there, you was doing what? Where was you? You was abroad somewhere. You was abroad somewhere. Nah, where are you Napa? Nah, where I be for? Somewhere else. Nah, but he was abroad looking swollen anyway. Malta, that's where it was. Some all white party. Yeah. Because I give you the white hat. Yeah, so bro, I just reached out and utilised my network in it. But at the time, it was more of a thing of, I need to get this on as many people as possible and get the images. So it's like, even when them days there, bro, we was just the face of the brand, even though we didn't show our face in it. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I've deleted bare pictures now, but if you go down there, you'll see some blurred face. Just reached out to everybody and anybody, bro.
Well, was that a conscious effort to not show your face?
Nah, do you know what? I just took inspiration from Trapstar. So, just like me with this brand, yeah, there was 2 brands at the time where, for me, it seemed achievable to do what I was doing because they did it. They came from where I was from, and that was Benja and Trapstar. Okay. So it's like, I didn't look at Gucci and think I want to start a brand, but from when I seen them, man, as pioneers, and it was popping, it was like, I can do it. It was achievable. Okay. But just to pause you there, yeah, that's the same concept with this room. Do you know what I mean? I just want people who are watching this today to be like, yo, if Blue done it and Leon done it, I can do it. Do you get what I'm saying?
How much capital do you start off with?
Well, in total, I put a lot of snap out the other day. I think about 2.3, 2.5k, 2.5 quid. And them times there, the hats were like, bro, you're talking $6, bro. $6
per unit.
Yeah.
Let me ask you though. You see, when you did decide to start showing your face and being more present on Instagram, so obviously fast forward into like
that was about 6 months ago, bro. You sure that's about 6 months ago?
Yeah, literally. Since you took the mask off, literally. How do you feel like that has kind of obviously impacted the growth of Legend now? Because obviously now we can see that's the thing that a lot of clothing brand owners do now. It's all about showing who you are, showing your lifestyle, and I even think this is even something that can go into the music industry as well.
Nah, do you know what? I'm a private person, innit? So I've always liked to keep myself private. Even when I had a personal page, it was set to private. But coming back to socials and showing myself, it was a must. you know what I'm saying? It was a must and a need because of the period that we're in now. Do you know what I'm saying? People have got certain types of involvement and attachments to brand owners, stories, aligning with a brand, you get what I'm saying? So I've always prided myself on making good products. Do you know what I'm saying? But you've got some brands out there where the product's dead, but people are so tapped in with the owners, they just buy it to support. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. But
that's the same with anything right now, though.
Yeah.
Like people buy into the person, they're not buying into the music, the products, nothing like that. It's just the person.
But you know what?
How many times have you listened to your favourite artist and put out a project which you first listened to and you thought, it's not that great, but you live with it because you...
Well, Nipsey Hussle was a prime example. I don't think he was
Most
the best,
definitely.
Musician, rest in peace, but I rocked with him in it. Do you get what I mean? I liked what he stood for and
Marathon continues.
But you know what? Just in regards to how it's just the feedback that I've had since I've done it, 10 out of 10. 10. But I feel like when we were talking about community, community has been a big topic recently. Whether I've been chatting to, whether it's been marketers or just people within my office, but it's like, if I said to you, the community for the brand, it's always been a community because it's man like us. Do you get what I'm saying? But I feel like people have got a different perception these days of having a community for your brand when, bro, man's done had that.
Yeah, of course.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's because of the way you had to start, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It weren't just like, it weren't just social media blowing up, it was more like you said.
Yeah, bro, hands on.
When it's authentic and organic as well, people will buy into that.
What way you just start with like 500 caps, bro, and then even what you said before, what was it, 2,000 pieces, like, you just go straight in it.
Nah, do you know what? But I'll be honest with you, ordering them things like 2,000 pieces, that was just a learning curve. Because boy, I believe, man of them sat in my unit for a year.
Yeah, because that's
what I mean. That was pure.
No.
But check though, that was capital tied up, but that wasn't off my accord.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was dealing with a supplier here where it was more like a frigging...
Was the 500 minimums?
No. The MOQs were 100, yeah. Okay. But the supplier, the relationship was a joke thing. You got what I'm saying? But I didn't realise how much of a joke it was until I started dealing with more professional manufacturers. So it's like, man would ring man for a borrow. Do you know what I mean? Like one of your boys back home. Yeah. So it's like, I must have said to my man something like, yo, I ain't got the P. Man's like, order now. So I think the order must have accumulated to something like 60 bags, something like that. So man's like, pay 30 and then pay the rest in a month and a half. Usual methods of what man know when it ends in it, consignment, But the food landed and it was shit. Do you get what I'm saying? So there was bare riff-raff, and luckily, amongst all of that, a 10-10 supplier found me, amongst all of that. And the rest...
supplier found you and reached
No, a new supplier found me.
Oh, a new one.
Amongst that whole madness of my old supplier, but just on that topic of where did I find this supplier from, this guy, this joke man, my boy Aaron, I'm not sure if he's known him or not, my guy Aaron, he was in Marmaris in Turkey, must have gone in a replica shop, you know the sort of spots out there, pure fakes. These times there, but I'm trying to branch into clothing now. So I'm saying to mum, yo, find me a supplier because I'm just selling hats. So first thing I'm thinking is, yo, you're my easiest way of getting somebody. So he's gone in one shop with a guy he's gone there like, you know one of the locations, like the family location. So he's been there 5 years now. He knows boss man. So my man's like, yo, can you get a manufacturer? So then he's plugged me in with his uncle, some guy called Nico. Ended up chatting to my man. His English weren't too good. Ended up going out there, linking him. This was at the same time as where I found this supplier now on the emergence of dealing with these clothing agents and sorting out my Footasylum deal. So I had to go and make that trip in it out there. And then when I've gone there, these man just dealing replicas. So I'm in there, bro, when you're seeing Gucci, LV, Prada, boom, boom, boom. Obviously, it's all knockoffs, but it don't matter about that because I can make what you want. Do you get what I mean? So, replica supplier. I must have dealt with my man for about 6 or 7 years. And then that was the last fuck up. But it was supposed to happen though, because I had to level up. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, since I've dealt with this new supplier now and all of these China suppliers, the quality is 10-10. Do you know what I mean? His quality, it was acceptable, but it didn't align with my vision for the brand. And But
you see, sorry, bro.
Go on.
You see with your target audience now, like you said, it was man like us, but man like us at that time was probably not the best representation where you know, for a brand when you're on the roads. Like when you see, obviously it's an easy way to tap into, and is that still the vision to tap into man like us, not man like us?
So what it is, you see the thing, man don't realise, yeah, that our community, let's just say, what would you class our community as?
Trendsetters, bro.
Right? So,
Trendsetters.
I'd say, man from where we're from, and Samzy, no disregard, but this is viewed as black culture, innit? Yeah, that's the way it's viewed, innit? Even though we're all from, you know, mixed race, white, black, whatever you want to call it, bro, people don't realise, yeah, how much goodness comes out of places like this. Do you know what I'm saying? Whether it's fashion, music, it's just that we don't see the vision, but the corporates capitalise off what we bring to the table.
Of course they do.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel like that's just across all areas of business, man. Like, what we've got there, it's like the slave trade, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Well, do you know even like the big brands though, like the Gucci's and all that, it's mostly hood man that wear it anyway.
Of course it is. But it wasn't all. Don't you feel like that came from when they started the whole man bag and the bucket hat thing with the Gucci? That's where it sort of travelled here.
Yeah, so these brands started to realise they can capitalise on black culture.
Yeah.
And then now even the models are getting like, obviously they're getting Skepta in this, they're getting this person in that, because they realise that we will spend that money.
100%. The brands will almost take advantage of the culture. But if you go back, Samzy, it goes way back. Man in the 80s wearing, black man in the 80s wearing Gucci and all that.
No, of course, I hear that.
So
Do you think...
It's been there for a minute, but they just didn't shout about it.
So do you feel like they purposely tapped into the culture and thought, we're going to make something what you lot would rock amongst the estates, knowing that man are all 90% trappers on that
outside,
there's money to be spent.
I think they consciously tap into it thinking, we can appeal to that audience, but we're not going to talk about it.
Can I show a question?
100%, that's why they use music and all that to do something.
We want our brand to stay up here, so man can aspire to that.
All right, can I ask you a question, yeah? All right. On your journey to buying designer, yeah, you mentioned Gucci, right? 9 out of 10, where we're from, what Gucci man bag did a man them have? What type of man bag is it?
Even the brown one or that one that you can blatantly see with the green.
Yeah, but what's the print?
The G's in it.
Yeah, it's the monogram. If they've got the LV, what have they got?
It's
the monogram.
It's in your face.
Yeah, but check though. Why has no man them got the plain silhouettes? Right, but look, what bags are made for this demographic and this level of customer? The loud. Because we want to be seen, we want to be heard, do you get me?
But when you look at the runway, it ain't the loud stuff.
It's the stuff where you can't even see the branding. Yeah, and there's a difference from a 6-ton man bag to a £4 bag.
And do you
get what I'm saying?
Do you know what? I think when you start levelling up in life as well,
you don't want to be seen.
You don't want it.
Yeah.
When you look at these, and take it the next place, but when you look at these billionaires and that, you don't see them wearing no brands, bro. Look at Elon, look at Bill Gates, look at Mark Zuckerberg, look at all these billionaires. You don't see no branding, bro.
I see a man in Marks and Spencer's flip-flops and
you don't even know the brand.
Bro, that different mentality though, isn't it?
There you go.
What do you think that is, bro?
In our culture, we wear our worth a lot though.
There you go. I think once you get to a certain level, it don't matter what watch you've got, or what car you've got, or what hoodie you've got.
But you know what it is? I say like where that kind of coming from. I think this goes into such like a deeper thing.
Yeah, of course.
Say like the black community as a whole. Obviously, we've come from like nothing now. So when we do have it, we want to show the outsiders that we've got, and we want to show the people around us that we've got it as well.
All right, just 1 second. Let's just say, just for the viewers' sake, when we're sat here talking about the black community, we're not just talking about black people.
Nah, we're talking about...
We're talking about this the urban scene.
Do you know what, Jay? I don't even like the word urban.
Why?
It's thrown around as well.
But it's whatever the wider audience of what they understand 100%.
If someone said you make urban music or you
I don't hear it.
All right, yo, for the music man and the videographers, yeah? All right, what should we classify this, what we are talking about, what the big cats capitalise off, yeah? What is it? If we're not using black culture, yeah, what is it?
What do they capitalise off?
No, I'm just saying no.
Street culture.
Okay, all right, cool. Yeah.
And then it's not a colour thing.
Yeah.
You see, the thing is, that up until recent years, where the internet's gone massive and everyone can see people's journeys and that, all of our I wouldn't say inspirations, but all of that main influences, it's coming from films and that. So you got your like your Frank Lucas's, your Paid in Fulls. So it's going back to what you saying, Gucci was in that, Paid in Full and that. Them man, Alpo and them man were wearing that, and they were the only things what we're seeing of like, oh, this is how you can get yourself out of the hood, basically. You get me? So that's why like.
They're like
it's all came from the streets, bro. Like literally everything comes back to the streets. Everything.
Yo, just to touch on a point that you didn't ask me, MJ, yeah? You said you started with hats, but no one's actually said what's the meaning behind the brand. How did I come up with a brand name? Yeah, so there's a lot of discrepancy. What do you think it's called?
What do you say?
The brand name, what do you think it is?
I still don't know till today.
Huh?
Yo, I was going to ask that.
Wait, all right, yo.
And he said we'll do it on a podcast.
All right, Blue, what is it?
Legende.
Man said Legende, you know. Go on, yeah. No, all right. Blue got it right, yeah. So.
What did he say, legend? What did
you say? Legende. Yeah. All right. Look, you know why I called it that? Bro. Yeah. So.
Legende.
All right, yo.
That's a mad one.
All right, check this, yeah. You see, in the Instagram era when it first came on, and we all put pictures up, yeah. What did we put under that picture? What did we write under our picture?
A caption.
Right. And 9 out of 10, what is that caption? Like, what is it? What are you writing in there?
Explaining the picture all the time.
Explaining the picture, motivation. All right.
Aspirational.
So the brand name is just Caption, yeah, translated in French. Now, if I would have called the brand Caption Manchester, how dead would that have sounded? Yeah, it would have sounded macro. Do you know what I mean? Come and get this Caption Manchester cup. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think you say the brand name enough, though.
I don't.
Nah.
That's how we're saying it now. We're explaining it now. Yeah.
You know what I mean, for the audience, for anyone from the outside looking in, it just looks like it says Legend Paris.
Yeah. But it's you know what it is? Because the word legend is so dominant in your mind, you're not even looking at the E. I can see the E blatantly.
It changes.
Do you know what I mean? Man only know what the name is when they look at it and they say, right, okay, so.
It's a good thing because it's basically like a double meaning at the same time, isn't it?
Yeah, if you wanna see it like that, and now the main USP for the brand, obviously it's about motivation, inspirational quotes, yeah. So the main USP was placing those quotes on the rear of those caps in it. Now I'm not sure if any of you remember, but every hat had the same logo on the front, yeah. But every hat had a different logo, a different quote on the back. Do you get what I'm saying? So I feel like that's where we're from. We're all inspired by different. Like I'm heavily influenced by quotes. Do you know what I mean? So I place them on the back of them hats. So certain men are buying them, but they're not even looking at the logo. They're looking at what's on the back of the hat. Do you know what I mean? And them days there,
that stood out for me.
It's like, yo,
really for you, that was the selling point.
Caption Paris.
Caption Paris.
Yeah.
The brand's not from Paris.
I know, but at the time, in my mind, relating it to something that was French was more fashionable. Like from the early days, because of the way I viewed clothing, yeah. When you go, you see Kenzo Paris. Do you know what I'm saying? All these other brands, they're all associated with a certain place. Now, I didn't want to see my brand like. I see my brand bigger from the get-go in regards to the name and the branding, rather than just putting something that was dead or associated with Manchester. It's like now it's acceptable. Trapstar London. Do you know what I'm saying? Hood Rich UK. It's acceptable now. But for me, at them times there, money wasn't really nothing to rave about.
No, definitely.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Definitely not.
Huh?
So now you know what. Now you know is more acceptable. And that, like, not that would you change it now, but like, do you have any regrets for doing that then, or what?
You know what, bro? I'll be real, yeah. I've got into a space now where potentially man can call it a brand what they want to call it a brand, because if people are fucking with what you're putting out, like if I would have called that brand Caption back then, yeah, it still would have made sense, because it's like, look at that varsity you're in, the varsity you're wearing, bro. The graphics are inspired by captions. Every piece is inspired by a caption. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like the design processes work backwards. The quotes thought of first, and then the graphics drawn by D. Do you get what I mean? So it's like on the back of that one there, I think there was like a monkey varsity on the back, like a monkey piece, and it was like Gorilla. Do you know what I mean? Outlaw type-ish. You got the monkey on the back with a boom. It's like that's the USP in it. So that was the USP in 2016, and we're still running with that now. Do you know what I'm saying? Laugh now, cry later, that's on the back of yours. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, still sticks, still stands.
Makes sense.
So after your hats, what made you transition? What was next? What was the next plan after the hats?
After the hats, because the demand was there, bro. It's like, I was flinging out caps. In my office, I got about 50 caps in a bag from all my drops. Do you know what I mean?
Do you keep one sample from every drop?
Try to.
No, that's good.
in the clothing, you know what it is? If I've got something on my reel, and I know that bar say, yeah, if I've got one of them in there, it should be kept, but I need that P, so I just get rid of it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I need to keep one staple piece.
Why you not been giving me stuff when I'm skipping off that reel?
No. But because bro, that's just a policy that I've done. I've set it now, innit?
Yeah. To keep it, you can refer back to it because you might want to reintroduce that. In
Yeah. No, we've been doing that now still.
Like with Jordans.
Yeah. But back to what you said, Franklin. Yeah, it was the fact of meeting the clothing agents and then getting the opportunity to go in Footasylum. So it was like you took the caps, but it's like right, give us some clothing now. So as I said, one flight Turkey, went in there, seen all the fabrics. These times there now, man did not know about clothing on a brand level. I know what I like to buy, So when I walked in my showroom and I'm seeing the Gucci and the LV and the essentials and all this and that, I'm just thinking, yo, fuck it, where have I landed? Do you know what I mean? So I'm in there and I'm like, yo, just put my name on that and put my name on this and boom, and the rest is history. Bro, I'll be real. From the level that we work at now with the clothing and the designs, back then I could have said to my man, yo, write this on that top and put it in my design. Do you know what I mean? So I just got bare samples, bare remixes, got them all in my office, had the meeting with the owner of Footasylum and the head buyer at the time. Funnily enough, my storage was across the storage unit.
Where did that connection come from with Footasylum though? How did you get to that point?
So I met a guy on Deansgate called Jamie. He was a clothing agent. He then introduced me to his partner in Hardwick. I think it was a guy called Rob. And then from there, I met a guy called who was a buyer for apparel at Footasylum at the time. So I've gone into the meeting. At the times, I wasn't on good terms with the agent who introduced me to them. So it was one of them. Got the card, boom, went down to their office in Sandbrook House in Bury. Went there, put together a collection, was working on it, a bit of back and forth. And yeah, first collection went in there, first trial order, 70 grand. I think the profit was about 36 bags. So when that one's come there, I'm just thinking, yo, 36K of one order, 45 days after you put it in there, profit, but then what happened? VAT. Yeah, you introduced the VAT now. So obviously when you're dealing with them, they pay the VAT on top of the invoice, of the purchase invoice, you get what I'm saying? But after that, boy, that was a whole different task now because you've got to make more now. To take away what you was making when you weren't VAT registered and you was just paying tax, it's like, boy, whole different ballgame.
What made you take your stuff out of there?
So, I wants to go there, you know. So, no. You know what, I'm going to be brutally honest, yeah? So, you got to think, me and my guy that I started the brand with at the time, we was rookies in this, yeah? We're just two guys from the ends that have started a hat brand. Somehow we sat around the table.
Sorry, before you continue, you said there was 3 guys to begin with.
No. So, apologies, yeah? I said there was supposed to be 3 man, yeah? My guy Shay didn't turn up, yeah?
He just didn't turn up.
Didn't turn up, couldn't get there, had his kids, missed out on the opportunity, yeah? But don't forget, we didn't realise what we was doing at the time. So it's like, yo, Robber, Leon, come, thinking of making a brand, link me at mine in a bit. It's not important at that moment.
True.
Man didn't realise what was about to be made. Do you get what I'm saying? So, I think, let me backtrack. So yeah, the owner of Footasylum come to my storage unit with the head buyer. Them times when I was in that meeting, if that was now, and my man come through there, I'd be like, yo, fuck. My man's come to my storage unit, you know, looking at my clothes. Like it's a big thing, like this guy's built Man City, sold it. Built Footasylum, sold it, 100 M's, etc. But for me, that was just me. I was linking 2 dudes.
The conversation would be different.
I was linking 2 dudes, bro, but that's because I was young and naive and I didn't know the conversation I was in.
That's a learning process.
It's a learning process, do you know what I mean? So anyway, fast forward, we finally got the product in there. The guy that I dealt with at the time is a guy called Dale. Put the first collection in there. I think we must have went in about 15 doors. So for you that don't know, 15 doors is 15 stores. So I think we went around 15 doors around the UK. It was selling all right. As far as I'm aware, it was selling all right. We was working on the next collection now. Now there's a bit more, you need to bend a bit and, you know, this is the direction that we think you should go. This is the type of product that we think you should sell. this is the type of fonts and logos that we think you should use. So there was a lot of influence in it, and at the time, I just felt like, you know, I was going with it, the designs are coming through. Maybe after like a month or two, the product was still in there, we got paid. Maybe after like a month or two, I must have had my first son in 2018, August, yeah. It was becoming a bit of stress, bro. The products, before we got the money, they must have been chatting about marketing now, putting the product in the shop window. So I'm thinking to myself, yo, we're two guys from the ends, just got this deal with you, man. And now you're hitting me for a bill for marketing in your shop window. Bro, we were small fries. Do you know what I'm saying? This 36K was like 36 mil. Yeah. In the grand scheme of things, for someone who's just started something from flipping caps. And then, yeah, marketing, bro. Guys emailed 13 racks, 13 bags out of the 36 to put it in the shop window and market it. So I'm thinking to myself, now, yo, we're pushing this product. We're letting everyone know on the gram. These times, they're like 7,000 followers. We're letting everyone know on the gram. The product's in Footasylum, and boom, boom, boom. You know what comes with that? Your sales that you're getting online are no longer coming now because you're pushing traction towards the store. And I was just thinking, yo, like, as a monster that they were, they could have supported man a bit different. Now, at the same time, when we went in there on trial, Hoodrich went on trial. Do you know what I mean? And just to my knowledge, we was actually selling better than them on our trial. Do you get what I'm saying? But just being hard-headed and naive, me and Marcus were just behind the scenes, we're just frigging, yo, fuck this. Do you know what I'm saying? Man's got that, I'll get it anyway myself. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not really here to be dictated to. But it's kind of like a small mentality, innit? Because if the opportunity came again, I know what time it is. I know how to handle that. Them times there, being young, I must have been about, what, 20, about 26. Didn't really want to be spoken to, didn't really want to. I had my vision for this brand. Do you know what I mean? The traction's coming, the socials are bubbling, you're talking, you're getting your friggin' 2,000 likes on the page. That man's nice, do you know what I'm saying? So I must have went through a situation with my first kid, been in hospital, had to have open heart surgery. And I just thought, you know what, this is too much. Boom. Sat in the room, bro, typed up an email and said, you know what, it's not working out, not for us, boom.
So when you say you would have handled it differently, what do you mean, like you would have negotiated something?
Nah, you know what, bro, in order to sit down with bosses, yeah, you need to become like a boss. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that conversation there could have went totally different. Man didn't even chat about the vision. Man just said, yo, just figure out the direction that you want. Do you know what I mean? You figure it out and let us know.
Do you regret that email that you sent?
Nah, bro, because everything happens for a reason. I wouldn't be sat here with better product, a better vision. Like, bro, this stuff has surpassed Footasylum. You ain't finding this in Footasylum. Yeah, I ain't got the bag that brands have when they go in there, but bro, man still got a brand here. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, everything happens for a reason. But funnily enough, yeah, 2000, what year was COVID?
2019, 2020.
All right, the cycle come back again now, yeah? My guys hit me up. I must have released some stuff that my guy D designed. Hit me back up now, and he's like, yo, love the stuff. It was that proper, like, Scarface type shit. Miami Vice, trap phone, boats, narco plane. Must have been a certain graphic, yeah? And then mine was hit me up, and he's like, yo, love the new direction. Do you want to come back in? I'm going to send one of the buyers down to the office. These times I had a little shop, a little pop-up shop in Sheeter Mill. Didn't operate as a shop, it was a storefront. So Gabriel's come down there, looked at all the graphic tees, thinking, you know what, time's come again now. When we're going to go back in, COVID. The rest, like, that's it.
Let me ask you a question. Was this before or after? Was there a time when the brand went quiet?
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself on Instagram, I used to see you post every single day. Quotes.
Look.
Messages.
Look at that. Yeah.
Every single day.
Look at that.
I used to go to your page just for the quotes.
All right, but check. The brand's caption. So now does it make sense? Look, I'm here today with you, man, to kick some knowledge and some motivation, inspiration for whoever's going to view it, yeah? I was doing that every day, bro. That was my thing. Do you know what I'm saying? I've got about 2,000 pictures in my phone, yeah, from like 2016 to 2019. Remember all them captions and it was like friggin' screen grabs from like Paid in Full or something like that? Man was on that from them days.
Every morning.
So yo, every morning, bro, I got man hitting me up like, yes, bro, needed that. 100. Bicep, everything. Yeah. Because bro, that was just my movement, bro. But you see that, Franklin?
See some of them times that when you're posting like these captions and that and quotes and that, Is it reminders to yourself as
Yeah.
well?
But that brought me into your brand as well.
Did it?
though. That brought me into your
Okay.
brand. That made me think like,
It's
yeah,
effective then, innit?
Yeah.
This is me. This.
But bro,
So going to Franklin a little bit, what made you start your brand?
So I've been into the gym for a long time since I can remember. Obviously, you know that early, and I kept on getting hit up by different brands to wear their clothes, and I was like, I've got a massive network. I know a lot of people. There's no point on me wearing somebody else's brand. Let me start my own brand. So then that's how I started my brand.
With no experience.
No experience. No experience.
No suppliers, no contact,
No suppliers,
no
no
one to do
contacts.
marketing.
No, nothing.
Okay.
I just thought I could do this myself. I posted on Instagram, got a massive following, massive network. So I just thought, yes, I can do this myself. So started. My issue was when I first started though, without the experience, didn't kind of know what I was doing. So I placed my first order, the same mistake you placed, but I put 10k into my first order.
Wow.
Yeah.
You made
I put 10k into my first order. Till today, I've still got some products from my first order.
Learning curve.
Wait, how long ago?
yeah, learning curve.
Yeah,
Learning
this is like
You gotta
8
pay
years
for your
ago.
lessons, bro.
I refuse to get rid of them because I'm like, I spent so much money to order these products, and I'm like, yeah, I can still keep them. Never down the line, I can sell them or whatever. Redo them products, but that was my learning curve. So I've gone quiet with my brand, and I'm now trying to think, how am I going to bring it back? So what could you tell me is the best way to restart and put my brand back out there?
Slow and steady, bro. I'd say put teasers out. See, you're gonna run it on the same Instagram.
Yeah.
See who's still engaged. See who's active within the following. Do you get what I mean? Maybe just post consistently for like a month, just to see what sort of views you're getting on the story, who's interacting with the post. Maybe tease a few little samples. Do you get what I mean? Put some sort of content on there that's relevant to today. Look at you, bro. You're a beast. Some short form content in it.
How important is visuals? Because you've got, I've
Right.
noticed recently you've got like more camera guys, your videography, your photos. You're doing a lot more now.
Yeah.
Visuals. How important is that?
All right, so from the start of the brand, it was all iPhone, no campaigns. Only done a campaign when it was relevant to what I was doing. And I feel like going in Footasylum was what made me go to the aspect of doing campaigns. Do you know what I mean? But I say like the era that we're in now, those type of campaigns don't really hold no weight, bro. It's all iPhone now. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting more engagement on iPhone reels than what I'm getting on something that man's just spent racks on.
Sorry. You started a brand and you said you didn't know who your target consumer was.
No.
And you didn't strategize at the start and go, right, this is who I'm gonna aim it at.
Yeah, I was torn between what I'm seeing already out there and what I think people want.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I was like, what I think people want and kind of what I also want as well. So now, because it's like two minds, I can't hone in on one section. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's that as well. It's thinking about what do you want for it, and trusting that and obviously, you know, in doing that, naturally you'll gather the people that are for you.
I think this is why you've done so well with your brand, because you knew exactly who you wanted to aim it at.
Well, my decisions were easy because I was just trying to target me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying?
Nah, not just you though, people around you.
Well, no, I just feel like I represent a certain guy. Like realistically, we probably all listen to the same music in this room. Yeah. If money wasn't an issue, we'd probably all wear the same coat. Do you know what I'm saying? We'd all probably go similar coat. We're probably going to buy this. We're probably going to buy the same bag. Yeah. So it's like, bro, I know, bro. I'm around so many people. Yeah. I'm up and down. I'm in and around. I know what the man them want.
Yeah. So
that's why it was easy.
You were starting your brand. You didn't think, you know what? I'm gonna make a brand for 50-year-old men who go rock climbing.
No. My thing was I'm sick of buying these hats for £90 and 110.
There you go.
Do you know what I mean?
So that was
And then I'm going to add a little bit of spice in it because these squares are putting travelling at 150 miles an hour. I'm putting real recognised real. Do you know what I'm saying? Making money moves. Fuck love and affection. I need plugs and connections. Do you know what I'm saying? Still relevant today for some people.
You see, between what I've noticed if I use now of a brand, is of all that your own individual hurdles.
Well, I've had hurdles.
Different views on her.
I mean, you see me, yeah? I wouldn't even say I had a hurdle with the clothing. It was just what was going on in my life at the time.
Yeah.
It put a halt to everything. I weren't even dropping music. I just had too much going
okay.
on. So literally,
That's a personal.
yeah.
Personal
But my reason why is because of the same thing as him. I was targeting people like me, so I was alright. I was just doing everything hand to hand. I didn't have no website, no nothing.
Yeah,
and I was still doing okay.
But listen, well, can I just say something though? And this is one of the biggest downfalls of brands today. You see brands that corporate start, yeah? There's no organic behind it. It only works if it's placed in a store or it's placed on ads. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like that CD era back in the day. Yeah, when man are flinging out CDs. It's personal. There's a story. There's a story behind it.
That's how I loved it, innit? Same thing, even with the CDs. That's how I was getting about this in the whip. See man, yo, crack on, innit?
Your character, bro. You're showing your character on the spot. Are you an idiot? Or are you cool, humble? Yeah, I want to listen to my.
That's why it took me time to get used to like this world, innit?
Yeah, it's
social media, speaking in front of a camera, even when you're on your own.
But you know what?
Oh, weird to me at first.
Let me ask you something again, back to what I just said, because I didn't even get to touch on it. Hypothetically speaking, yeah, I'm creating a brand now. So collectively between you, man, it's enough to me if you know what, I don't even want to do it.
No.
And the fundamentals to a successful brand early on, like what are the sort of, a strong foundation, the building ain't coming down, bro.
No. First and foremost, yeah, understand the product. Yeah, understand the product that you want to put out. And then when you think about that product, understand who you're going up against. Yeah. Now it's like for me, I'm working on sportswear at the minute, but I'm not making that sportswear element to my brand to tackle Nike, because there's never been a brand that's made me not wear my Nike gym wear on a casual day. Do you know what I'm saying? So understand who you're targeting. If you're not targeting Nike, understand who you are going to be selling your brand around with, at what price points, you get what I'm saying? Then I'll think about, look at your audience. Your audience is going to dictate your styles. Do you know what I mean? What is that demographic into? Then besides that, I'll just say strategize, vision and a plan. Start small with an MOQ. Put little things, even if you get a sample, yeah? MOQ, minimum order quantity. Yeah? So it's like, you can play it safe now. Instagram's a facade, you can show on there whatever you want. You can order one hat, act like you've put out 500 caps and sold out. What are you gonna get? Yo, smashed it, cuz. Do you know what I mean?
I was gonna say, if I was to do it again now, I'd order like 10, 20 bits, instead of 100, just for that reason, so it can go, it's sold out, and now there's gonna be a demand, so I can say, relaunch, order fast, and people are gonna be.
Bro, look, don't rush, and don't start a brand thinking, yo, this is my be all and end all. I need this to work because I need this P. Yeah, have your job, do what you man are doing, do that on the side, start small, still apply yourself 100%. But just get the feels and don't over-order in it, and don't do what Franklin did and put 10 quid in. No. Not on like a laughable thing. But
you can learn from other people's mistakes, though, innit?
Yeah, so Jay, the journey so far, from what I've seen and heard, sounds like you've done a lot.
Yeah.
So I met you 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So what's next for you?
You know what? This whole cycle now, where I was at, so I'm on the 9th year now, in the 9th year, yeah. So all the opportunities that presented itself within the first 2 years, with like retail and stores, that's all back now. So it's like I'm sitting back down with these type of people, and the plan is to scale, go back in stores, and just grow the brand, and just keep pushing the same way that I've been pushing for the past 2 years by myself. Do you know what I mean? My team's only small, so it's like over time I need to build, but it's working right now. And to get to where I've got to with just me and my ex-partner for the first friggin' 6 years, 7 years, and then me by myself for the past 2 years with my 2 staff, it's like, that's just something within itself, innit? So I feel like if I had the right financial backing or the right team of individuals around me, I could have blew this thing up time ago, but there's only so much you can do when you're by yourself, which one of you man said before, innit? Man's juggling family, brand, do you know what I'm saying?
Where do you want to get to with this brand? Do you want to get to a point where you start selling elements of it to grow?
All right.
Or are you happy at a certain point?
All right, here's the thing, yeah. For me, I can only take my thing so far before I've got to start entertaining people saying, yo, boom, to scale this, here's this, do you know what I mean? But I'll be real with you. You're better off with an investor who has the mental and the strategy to scale your brand, opposed to someone who's like, yo, man's got 200 quid there, bro, what can we do? Do you know what I mean? you need the full thing to scale properly, bro. You need the right backing. So it's not even all about the figure. It's just about the right investor that's got both. That's been there, done that light work. You just bring the brand and bring you in your brain. Let's collide and just make it blow.
Random question.
Go on.
3-4 years time.
Yeah.
The brand's doing really well, but it's just you.
Yeah.
You scaled it yourself. Someone comes in and says, yo, what about your brand? 5 mil. You taking it?
Why? 5 mil.
It depends what the brand is at the time.
Yeah. All right, so you see. All right. No. Nah, you know what? 5 million is not a lot of dough.
It's not.
Yeah.
But you break it down into years.
But for any business, right, 5 mil is a lot. Now, what would I do with that money? Would I still be doing the same thing? Well, I like property. I like renovations.
So you take that 5 mil and put it into something else. Is that what you're saying?
I try and keep majority share, sell around 50%. Yeah. Still have my 2 hands on the steering wheel with a solid team and a solid investor, and just diversify into different things that I thoroughly enjoy in it. Because, bro, I didn't start this brand with a passion for loving fashion. I was just on a business like, yo, I need this bag, I'm gonna flip these cups.
I don't believe you've always been soft.
Nah, but bro, there's a there's a difference in a dripper, yeah? Deli likes to drip. Deli likes to drip. MJ likes to drip, yeah?
Time to time.
I just like to go Zara, bro. You get me? Man can make a £100 Zara fit look very nice. Do you get me? Yeah, so
before a light, some man look like they just fell down the stairs with a load of design on man.
Yeah.
It doesn't dress them. They rely on it too much. When you can look fresh from a little Rebel Island drop.
Some of these footballers are looking off key.
Yeah, it's a bit mad still.
But you know what? This is the worst thing, yeah, and this is one of the motivational things that I wanted to get out there. I never loved this game. I never had a passion for this game. I just knew what I liked. I seen an opportunity and a gap in the market to sell a desirable piece and a desirable item that was appealing, and I knew man would buy it because it's half the price of. I want it for a cap to this day, still expensive. Buy mine for 40. Do you know what I'm saying? And at the same time, it's like with these varsities or any attire that I give, man, you're getting compliments, bro. You're getting compliments. What's that? Where's that from? So that tells you something. Man, ain't no fashion designer. I just know what the man them like.
You have an eye for it, innit? It's
an eye. The same way that these execs and these labels have an eye for talent, bro, I just had an eye for what we like. It's important that people know everyone's individual journey in this room and what they can do and how they can feel inspired, and just a bit of advice to what they can do, because I feel like a lot of the youth out there, like from where we're from, and even beyond that, you know, your 16-year-olds, your 15-year-olds, one thing I stress is you don't have to have it figured out, innit? Do you know what I mean? So
I can touch on that. I'm still winging it, bro.
All right.
A lot of people are still winging it. So obviously, I've gone down the corporate route. You know, I've been in the game, like I said, over 20 years. But when I was in school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't have this figured out at all. I didn't think, one day I'm going to go into buying. It was just drummed into my head. Just get your education. You can always have it to fall back on, no matter what.
MJ, sorry to cut you off here. One thing I would say, for me, what I've realised over time, staying educated and just staying on that route for me has allowed me to entertain certain conversations and come across intellectual and be able to chat to people and get taken serious.
Uni thing as well.
Yeah, so I went uni, like not everyone knows, innit? Like I've gone down that, me and my bro went on that same generic route. School, college, uni. Done a criminology degree, got that too. I never done nothing with it. Man's doing clothing now, do you get what I'm saying? But I just feel like people need that credibility on their CV and their history, just so that
it allows you to be in certain rooms.
You can be in certain rooms. When you go uni, or you even stick to college, right? Or you stick to anything, you show that you've got determination, drive, discipline. You can stay attached to something for a good 3 years and see it through, because a lot of people can't. Do you get what I mean? Now, I'm not saying everyone has to go to uni, because I don't know if all you man have been uni or not, but I still see you man as inspirational, and we can hold a good conversation. But just for people out there and people that are watching, stay educated. And you've got your iPhone, you've got YouTube, learning it. Bro, I've learned so much in the past 2 years at the cost of nothing but my own time and this phone, bro.
But what you've learned, that experience, you can't teach that.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
You've got to go.
Yeah.
And that's something I've learned along the way. So there's the education, academic side of things, but then there's the experience.
Yeah.
So there's people I work with who haven't been uni.
Yeah.
And they're still smashing it as well.
Yeah.
Because they've got the experience. They might have just started and kind of worked their way up. You know, what I will say is, what I was saying before, if you've got the education there, you can always have that to fall back on. So say I went into this career and then I thought, do you know what, it's not really for me. I can always go into something else. Like you said, I've got that CV there. So, and it's respected, isn't it? Like, you see, you know, he's got GCSEs, he's got A-levels, he's got his degree. Yeah, so I can pivot if I needed to. It's similar as, like, if you've got some sort of profession, like an electrician, or, you know, if you're a plumber or a labourer or whatever, you've got that skill set no matter what. So even if you haven't got work, eventually you can get work doing something else, because you can always
It's always good to have something to fall back on.
like you can go do the music, but then still do labouring on the side.
Yeah, I do construction on the side, bro.
That's what I'm
And I've
saying.
gone from a labourer, I'm a site manager now, so I've
Well,
gone
there you
through
go.
the steps, but I jump in and out when I see fit. If I've got bills to pay, bro, and studio and music ain't doing the best, I'm booting up, bro, and we're on the side, and that's alright.
And that's brilliant.
Samzy, you're kind of like, I'm seeing you do everything, bro. You got the studio, you got your bookings in there, you got your recording studio upstairs, you got your bar to the side, you're working, you're videoing, man. Like, right this minute, you're at that point where it seems like you're doing so much shit by yourself. Do you know what I'm saying?
There's a reason behind that, bro. Although a team is a great thing to have, there needs to be solid members within the team. They're not accessible and they're not there and they're not wanting to join up. You know what I find? Everyone wants to be a leader.
Yeah.
And it's nice to lead, but and be at the front, but it's like I've come across man along the way that brought within the studio environment, brought on this Lab 51 journey, that's what we'll call it. And they always want to be at the front of the house. So you can rap now, yeah? But you want to sing. Why do you want to sing, bro? Because you want to be up top. Do you get it?
Bro, this is why I stayed rapping for so long, bro. My whole plan was to just build a label, add people in play. But like you said, everyone just wants to
be a leader.
Yeah.
So this is what I have within the studio. I'm putting man in positions, they're making more money than me. I'm trying to think, if he's making more than me, he knows he's in good hands. Do you get it? That everyone's happy, man, they're going to sleep at night. It wasn't enough. Bro, you put Messi in net and the goalie up front.
Yeah, it's not working.
We're missing out on magic, bro. You get it, bro? It's ineffective, bro. This guy is a deadly striker, bro, forward. But this is the problems I'm having with people. So what I found is, you know what? I'm going to do it myself. Pros and cons to that. It's got me where I am, bro. But I'm drained, bro. It takes its toll on my man. Stressed, bro. I'm going to hide that, bro.
But, it's due to pay off, though, because all of the defining moments in my journey where I've had the most stress, best believe, sunshine come after.
Exactly.
Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, I went through hella stress on my ones, no one to turn to, but it works out. Do you get what I'm saying? But the Samzy that you are today is not the Samzy that I recognise from growing up in Longside. To end up in the position that you are now, young Samzy, on the block, adventure, whatever, relative to now owning your own studio, have you got a label?
Nah, it is. Nah.
All right, you got an umbrella company. You got bare things running underneath Samzy, innit? Yeah. Did you envision this? What you're doing now?
I'll be honest, bro. I never thought I'd go down this route. Me going to jail was probably the best thing that ever happened to me, bro. Because 11 days into the big sentence, I got bigger. Let's say it was 5 years for a firearm. My best friend, my right-hand man, died. Giuseppe Gregory, R.I.P., got killed. Now, if I was on road, bro, knowing the kid I was, well, I wouldn't be sat here today. I'd either be with him or sitting on a big bird, bro, because my emotions was everywhere. And I think it's important as well for us collectively. You know, when you get to a certain age, you need to pull these young ones and teach them about emotions. Teach them. When you can identify certain emotions, you know how to navigate, because you know what you're feeling and you know how to operate. You get to take a step back.
Question for you, sorry, bro. Do you think you can articulate that to these young kids coming through? Do you think you can say to them, don't do the roads because I did the roads, I ended up 5 years, blah, blah, blah.
I feel like...
Do you think they'd listen?
Yo, it's hard, bro.
Samzy, can I say something? Can I say something, yeah?
I'll try, innit?
Just to add, yeah. Bro, we're not all here kicking knowledge to be like, do this and do that, yeah? This is guidance. I'm going to tell you, if you go to that retail shop, start as the worker. Don't be afraid of being the worker, innit? Just stay consistent, and you do not know where you're going to end up. Because best believe, my man's on them private jets, what he's chatting to Leon about. Every week. Do you get what I mean?
What I'm saying, though, is I've had conversations with people I know who've been doing the roads and whatnot, and they're just like, MJ, you've gone clear. I can't really relate to you. So I can sit here and say, yeah, start at the bottom, work your way up, you can end up like me, blah, blah, blah.
That ain't their language, bro.
Exactly. And this is what I'm saying, and this is what I've struggled with, because I do talks in schools and all that as well. Yeah. And like I said, I've got people close to me, whatnot, who don't listen. Yeah. Would that come better from you?
I think so.
Have you experienced that, or did it not even listen to you?
Nah, so going back to me being young, I'll be honest, so when we was young, I feel like there was a lot more respect there for elders, regardless of what walk of life they was in. However, if a man's speaking to me on a topic that I'm familiar with, if you won't walk that, I'm kind of switching off, bro.
Yeah.
So, as they say on podcasts, let me land. That's what they say now, let me land, so boom. So I'm in and out of jail messing around. I got out, bro. One of my wake-up calls, bro, again, it weren't the studio and all that. Mumsy, bro. Well, I'm a mummy's boy, bro.
Yeah.
You get me? I think of my mum, bro. It brings a tear to my eye, bro. I love my mum, bro. So when I'm on my visits, bro, I'm on visits with man around me, bro. And I know when I come off this now, it has to be a certain way, because again, I weren't one of them guys that tried to shy away from things. I had a point to prove, bro. Imagine I'm on a sentence off the back of this. My friends just passed away, bro. Been taken from me. My mum's in that environment, bro. Mums know. They know, bro.
Yeah, of course.
She knew. Even if I didn't look or engage in a conversation with them, she knew it. She said, she'll point, she knew just by looking. He's one of them guys, innit? So I'm coming on and off. I've got my black eyes and that naturally, because we don't win them all, bro. But we're getting stuck in. I went out, I come back in, I come back in. I remember as I'm coming in and out, bro, I got on a road, bro, and I'm thinking, there's nothing going on out here. I feel like man, I'm doing more in there than they are out here. My mum's boiling on visits to me, bro. Like, I don't want to see that. So that was my wake-up call. I thought, the next time I get home, I ain't coming back here. It was the detachment from the set what I was in. It'll never leave me, bro.
So you feel like you've had to go through that experience to learn from it?
I've had to, bro, which is unfortunate.
Can I go back to your original
Very
question?
unfortunate.
Yeah? What I've realised, people can overlook the message because they're focused on the messenger.
Yeah.
So sometimes some people are going to listen more to a Samzy, to a Robbo, because they think, oh yeah, I can relate to that, yeah. But to his point, when your mind's telling you I'm trapping, when your mind's telling you I'm banging, it doesn't matter who's telling you anything, you're going to look at them and think, you're just not on it, innit? That's the sad truth, innit? Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to
But yeah, you see when you're giving out these messages, yeah, it's going to hit certain people, innit?
Yeah, it'll hit certain people.
Yeah, certain people, innit? You
can't no one gives the message because you think there's certain people ain't listening. Even if one listens, bro, that's one life you've potentially saved.
See what I found in my life, right? Like my dad used to drop these gems on me all the time,
Did you listen to them?
In a certain point of my life, I didn't. Yeah, but when what happened is the things he told me was gonna play out started playing out, and now before other things started playing out, I realised, okay, I don't need to do this, I don't need to do that. You get what I'm saying? So just having that bit of guidance sometimes can save you from a lot, innit? Because I feel like similar to you, if I didn't have that in my ear, certain things that have gone on, like losing my friends and whatnot, the same thing, I don't think I'd be here or I'd be doing big birds.
You see, when you said about your dad as well, and what he's saying, it rings true. Bro, my mum used to say to me, you'll forever be looking over your shoulder. Bro, that happens now. I ain't a gang member no more, bro. I ain't got no beef with nobody, bro. However, that's not to say they feel a way about me. Like I'm saying, when I'm doing something, I'm good at it, bro. Do you get it? You know where I'm coming from. I'm good at it. I'm going to put my all into it. So now I'm naturally... When I go out to eat, I have to be against the wall.
You got to look at the door. You got to know who's coming in. That's the mindset.
What I try to do, because I understand the whole manifestation thing and I believe in it for positives. I think if I'm thinking put my back to the wall, because I'm thinking something could happen. I need to switch that and force my back to the door and not think, because I'm thinking negative there, bro. And you
That's
think
trauma,
negative.
you know, bro.
I know it's trauma, bro, but I try to force it out of me, bro. You get it?
I hear it.
Silly ones, bro.
It's the same what you said though. Like when you've walked a certain path, you can't just think because I've changed up. That means the next guy that I've had problems with in the past is thinking the same, innit? So you have to kind of apply that kind of mindset in it all the time, but it's not good.
It's not
and that's
good,
what
bro.
that's what kids should need. They need to
You need
learn
to hear
innit?
that,
They
bro.
need- When I was doing them vlogs the other day, man, don't realise how it touched me, bro. Because every time I'm going somewhere, like, man might be saying, oh, this person got killed there or this happened there. But bro, it's just making me feel like this was all over nothing.
Over nothing, bro.
Do you get what I mean?
It tends to be over
Sad to see,
nothing.
man.
But look at this.
But
Look.
let's switch it into positive, man. That's about the studio. Bro, I just get passionate about that stuff. Did I think I'd ever have a studio? No. Rapping was my way of venting. I enjoyed it. Didn't want to be an international rap star, bro. I didn't even want to make money off it. I just liked rapping and man seemed to like it. Probably weren't as popular as Robber, but I still released, you get it? And then I got to a period where, stupid really, I felt a bit old for it. And when I think of when I felt that, I was probably about 25, bro. So definitely. You always feel older than you are. And I'm transitioning, bro. I'm coming away from the roads, and I've never been one that would consider. I'm not a cat rapper, bro. Never was, never will be. So because I'm transitioning, I need to watch what content I'm putting out. When I'm in that environment, there's a lot of inspiration around me. Although it's negativity, rap tends to be, bro. And the negativity, you can spin that into some serious venting, and it makes some good music, bro. I got into the videography, the studio and stuff. The name behind the studio, that's a whole nother day, another topic. But yeah, man, I just literally got that. I got that in touch with it, bro. I started to really enjoy this whole content creating and stuff, and now that's another outlet for me. I enjoy it. I'll vent editing videos.
Oh, I enjoy that more than the music.
Exactly, bro.
Honestly, bro.
You get man can have fun as adults. I enjoy it.
Alright, check that. What are you advising the younger version of yourself?
A younger version of myself. Alright, because it's usually listen to your orders and don't put it on the roads. If you have leadership abilities, lead people the right way, lead your camp the right way. Don't lead them into drama, because it's quite easy to do so where we come from. If you are a leader now and you're watching this, you need to bow out, bro, because you're gonna get led astray. And there's nothing wrong with bowing out. So a lot of these young ones feel like they need to stay put and entertain. It can be scary, bro.
100%.
Bow out, get out the mix, bro.
Can I still say something? How important in your field that you're in, yeah, and even with me starting a brand, how important is it to have a job where you're getting your cash, yeah? That is your bread and butter. Now, what you like to do and what you love to do, if you're not in that position of a job, do it on the side and have it as a hobby, yeah? I said before, don't start that thinking I'm gonna get the bag straight away. Make sure you've got a job there, innit? So how important would you say it is to, in the early stages of getting into careers that we're all in, if it's like an entrepreneur route where you're starting something, how important is it to have that job and just ease into that side thing, picking up a camera and whatever else? Or do you just go straight and get the camera, don't make no bread, end up on job seekers?
I think if you're trying to build something from scratch, you definitely need to have something that way you get secure.
Okay.
100%.
I think there's two ways to look at it as well, depending on where you are in life. Like you touched on, you've got a child, you've got a missus, a mortgage, you might have blah blah blah. That then puts more pressure on you to have a job and then try and do your side hustle.
Yeah,
If you start early and you've got no responsibilities, you're still living at home with your parents, say, you've got no dependents, it's probably easier to go and do your music thing.
Of course it is.
You know,
It definitely is.
Whatever you're producing, whatever you might, your clothing brand, it's probably easier. You might not have that initial capital, you might not have the 10 racks. Do you know what I mean? You might have a part-time job and you say, no, but you ain't got kids to pay for, you ain't got mortgage to pay for.
Your wages are yours, innit?
You know what I say though? Try and get a job in the field you're trying to grow in.
Yeah, that's
Like you with the gym thing.
See with me in the gym?
Yeah.
I'm a personal trainer. I'm a fitness instructor for one of the biggest brands in the world, Barry's. They've got like 89 different studios around the world. They've taken me to Ibiza. I can go to America and work for them. And that, I'm only doing that as a networking purpose.
Yeah.
I know when people go there, I stay in shape also as a networking purpose. If I bring out a brand and I look the part, you're gonna buy the brand.
Of course, yeah.
So
I think that's.
I've been in fitness for 20 years, and I could have ventured off and, because I do DJing as well, I could have been a DJ and tried to just kind of done that avenue. But I thought to myself, my brand is where I want to take. Where I know in life, that's where I want to end. I want to leave my brand behind me for my kids.
You know, I see the importance in what you said as well there, though, because it's like, when I think about when I started this, I was at uni at the time and I had a part-time job, so I had more time to just focus on the camera stuff. I didn't have much like art rooms, so I could kind of focus on that. And even in the thing of like, I think everyone should definitely have that second bit of income then, another kind of route. But even sometimes, like, I felt for me, because I studied a film degree, so I was kind of in this boat of like, if this film degree don't work, like, and if I don't make this, I can't do anything. So I was also in a bit of a boat there, like, this has to work, because like, my mum's like, I want you to be a lawyer, I want you to be a doctor, So it's kind of, I was also on a vibe of like, rah, like, this has to work.
For me, I've had a different route though, because like, I've always just felt like no matter what, I'm gonna make something happen. You get what I mean? Like, even from a kid, when I was young, I was selling like sweets and that out of my shed, just on my estate. Then I went and made a car park for like Manchester City when we used to do car minding.
Yeah, I remember that. I watched that on one of your.
I turned a school into a car park that was bringing in like £200 a game and all that. All the kids are making like £18 and that.
Let's unpack that.
Main road.
You approached the school and said, "Can I use the car park?"
No, we just done it. But this is where it came to an end because across the way I was using Webster and across the way people were using Juicy, but obviously they got the badges. So they've just seen a little kid's doing what he's doing and gone to Webster behind my back and got it. And one day I've turned up and they've got my spot. You get me? Obviously I'm a kid though, I don't know about business, but I just knew from there like...
bro. Similar with me, bro. See what you was doing there? I done the same thing with the car park. You know what I done once when I was a kid? I went on Microsoft Word, I made a sponsor sheet for my school. Because you used to get them at certain times, remember I sponsored this. I made my own, bro. I went round to all the... I wanted a fishing rod, bro. You know what I'm saying? I seen the price and I've done that, so I had that go-getter mentality from
so, and I took that into music as well. Like, my thing was like, oh, I'm just on a hustle, innit? Like what you're saying, I love music, but I wouldn't say that I've got a passion for rap. No way, innit? I just done it. People let me know that I'm good at it, or they like it.
But you know what? I feel like that's one of the worst things, because you're saying you didn't have a passion for it, you just liked it.
No,
but check though, cause you've done that for time,
because
right?
It's a way of venting.
Alright, so it's a way of venting, Now, I get into little debates with my guy all the time because he's always on crypto and he's consumed. Like anyone who's into crypto, I feel like they're heavily consumed in all of like the news and the theories and stuff. But it's like, okay, do you feel like, let's just say, right, there's no central seeds in this room, If you would have focused on something else other than music within the time frame that you've allocated to it, do you think you'll be doing something different? Or are you happy that you spent all that time on the music?
Well, I'm happy that I spent it.
Okay.
I'll tell you why though, because through music I built a following that I can now use for anything. You
can utilise your followers.
Literally anything, like what you were saying before with why you thought your clothing was going to do well, because you had your following, people are already tapped in. And I think that's what's made my content start working straight away.
You've had the foundation.
Enough people will put up the same content, because they haven't got the following, it goes nowhere.
I can't lie though, that's been going up like this.
Yeah, but
exactly.
Rapid.
You see with that though as well, bro. You see what you're doing, bro. You're basically plugging the hood, bro. And what you've done before that is lay a foundation for that, because you're telling stories within music from that same block. And now years down the line, them same fans are like, now he's documenting.
I'm explaining
what you're talking about music without even meaning to. Well, you might mean to, but you know what I'm saying.
So like now when I'm showing certain things, it's like, right, now I understand why you've done a video. That makes sense. To do a random one.
And do you know another thing as well? New people tapping into that will go back to
It's basically like you said, unpacking the
music. That's what I said,
there.
In my last year, I've had the most streams I've ever had, and I've not dropped a single track, not one.
That goes
Just
back to
through
marketing.
content and that.
Yeah.
Does that make you want to drop a new track though?
Now I'm gonna drop this last tape and I'm done.
Yo, he said the
Only because
yo.
I don't want
He said the last tape was the last tape.
never.
You told me you were.
I said I'm gonna drop a last tape.
Okay,
yeah?
then I'm
What
done.
happened is my missus got pregnant. I just
Alright, but
forgot
check though,
about
but
the tape.
listen, that track that you sent me, that's the best I've ever heard, you know. So how are you gonna stop when you're now releasing the best content you've ever put out?
Who bars out when they're relevant? Not many people do that. They wait till they
Nah,
die
they
off.
don't. They don't. And
Yo,
now,
so
that's
I'd
why
rather
lines is
go
on
out
it. Quick
like-
while you're ahead.
Yeah,
Remember
bro.
that line, yo.
Like,
What, you think it's quick?
Probably not.
you
innit?
see what-
But
you
it's
see
a
what
good
happens-
way to
you
look
see
at
what
it.
happens
It
to a
is
lot of
good
people,
to
yeah?
finish on a high, bro.
They'll get to a point where no one's really checking for them no more. Then they try and switch you up, but no one's checking for you. Yeah, I'm trying to meet my content and everything, yeah, whilst I'm still popping, bro. And you don't get many people that do that, innit?
So you see, going to marketing, bro. So you can, sometimes you got a product. How do I market it? You're overthinking it. You're thinking outside the box. Do I get back in the box? Do I do what's working? This is marketing right now for the music, for all them years, like you just said. Would you have ever thought back then, the way I want to market my music is walk around in a state with someone following me with a camera and saying, I did this here and this happened there and this is the West
When
End.
man were telling me about marketing, I was saying, but the music's there, bro.
Yeah,
like,
but see
the
how
music's
simple
good,
this is,
innit?
bro.
Like, I didn't care about
You
all
didn't,
that,
innit?
innit?
You didn't
I'm
hear
thinking,
that
right,
stuff.
like,
Robbahollow, do you know what you've done? You've just diversified.
Yeah,
your portfolio.
because
course.
MJ, you know what I was gonna say? Some videos are documenting the hood, and a lot of the videos are just about you going to the gym and what you're doing.
of course.
And bro, I'm seeing hella comments on you just chatting about real life stories.
Look at the best artists in the world. They've all diversified.
you know what's crazy, yeah?
You have to, because you can't just be a rapper or a singer.
Nah, you
You
can't.
see the
You've gotta
things I'm
do
posting
other
right
things.
now, yeah? I used to post them on my stories and that, and I used to know that I got my traction off in a minute, but I never really felt like it went in line with the music in it. And that's why, like, now, because I know that I'm literally bowing out, it's going to be final tape and done, I can start pushing
do you know what's
a different
happened?
kind of message.
The
innit?
cycles has come back again, yeah? I've got young bucks coming into my office now asking me for my old shit.
There you go.
Looking at my new shit,
Skittles.
yo, they're asking for the Skittles, bro.
There you go.
They're asking man for the old stuff, yeah? I had a bunch of like 18-year-olds.
That's why I said archive it, bro.
Yo, I had a bunch of 18-year-olds come in my finger, yeah? Gone upstairs in the warehouse, I got a reel there that's just got bare old dead bits, yeah? Ask me where the kids went.
To the old rail.
Old bit.
Of course, bro.
They're touching things from a Bangladesh supplier, bro, that's feeling like crap, yeah? I'm like, yo, I'm telling you, fam, this is the hardest thing, innit? And I'm thinking, yo, have you not seen the varsity? Have you not seen this? Have you not seen that?
Yeah, but you not know it's the pattern, though. You said the same thing with my music. The track that ended up blowing this year was a track from 4 years ago. Same thing, like I've seen enough artists, the same thing. Tracks blowing from 10 years ago, but now because TikTok's about, it's a whole new audience. innit?
There you go. There you go. Nah, it's true.
One question though,
It's true.
do you use TikTok? And if you don't, why not?
Look at this shit.
Hold it.
The main reason why I brought all of you here is so we can indulge into each of your stories, motivate, inspire, kick some knowledge, and just give the youth some sort of guidance into, if I want to follow Robbers or Leon's or Blues or Samzy's, Franklin's, MJ's route, tell me something. What do I need to do, big bro? Because when I was on my mission, doing my clothing, I didn't have no big bro, I didn't have no handouts, I didn't have no guidance. That's why I've gone through so many fuck-ups, but I'm happy because I've learned and I'm still here. Do you know what I mean? So just brief us on your journey, but short and sweet. Because a lot of men know you as a rapper. A lot of the new cats know you as a vlogger.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yo, I went to London the other day, yeah, and friggin', I've seen someone at one boxing event and they're like, yo, Robbahollow, blah, blah, your music and that. Then I get to Euston train station and some guy's like, you that guy that mean welcome to my side and that. And it's the first time I got that in it. But now everywhere I go, kids are knowing me for the content side of it, so
it's not a bad thing though.
Nah, it's good, bro.
So
where did it start then, bro?
You know what? Honestly, yeah. So you see that you asked before about any podcasters or anything that influence man. So that Gilly, yeah, from $1 Million Worth of Game, he's a rapper in it.
Yeah.
He used to write bars for, or ghost write for people like Lil Wayne and that. And he was getting blackballed heavily in it. I felt like for a stage I got blackballed for a bit in that as well, yeah. And then he transitioned over into the podcast and the content world, smashing it. I see my guy Spray do the same kind of thing in music, transferred over into that podcasting and that. And if he didn't go into the podcast world, bro, he'd probably be a bit stuck, you get me? Because he was getting blackballed and that as well, so like, just seeing people transition, I knew eventually you got to transition anyway. You can't stay the musician forever, even like 50 Cent and that. If you look at him, all these biggest things that came away from the music, bro.
But I feel like, even though you've diversified and gone down a new route, yeah, your name within the rap scene in Manchester, I feel like it's been cemented.
Yeah,
Man know about Samzy, man know about Robber, but it's a generational thing. Do you get what I mean?
You see what I'd say, yeah? I don't think there's many guys, yeah, that started at the same point as where I did, yeah, and it's still relevant now, innit? And it's a bit of a blessing, yeah, because, like I say, I don't even know how it's happened, innit? I just stayed consistent with it. But, yeah, like, really and truly, we was just a bit like you, yeah? I'm one of the first rappers that was rapping in a Mani accent, so I'm pushing something totally new, yeah? So, like, we set the foundation kind of thing, not just me, but most
So,
of it.
Robbo, just for the audience and that, did you start off in a crew?
Well, when I was a kid, yeah.
Yeah.
Because obviously I done grime back then.
There
So
you go.
0T, 24K and
24K.
all that, man.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, when it came to rapping, it was just a case of, you know, Tal Greasy?
Yeah.
So he used to call my gaff all the time.
Yeah, you too, man.
He'd be rapping, innit?
When I'm watching you, I'm watching him.
Yeah, but you see, with my man, he'll be rapping all the time. I weren't even into rapping, bro. But I used to play Capo's music, and I've been rapping over his bars. I didn't even have instrumentals, you get me? Just like remixing his bars, basically, yeah? And then one day I had a freestyle. Tal was like, oh, just put that down with me. So we got a studio, Elmsy studio, put that down. Next minute, man, I say, rah, you're the hardest, you're better than this guy, you're. So it just motivated me to do more, innit?
Can I ask you a question? All right, so you diversified, you've gone from the rapping, you've gone to the vlogging. What was that period, Gerald? Was there a certain video or a piece of content where you just knew, yo, this is for me? This vlogging thing's for me now.
Nah, do you know what, yeah? I went to Tenerife, family holiday. I just thought, I'm here, got nothing to do. Let me just
Got the camera out. Yo, coming out some certified dad. Yo, man gets called a dad on holiday, you know.
So check, yeah, I done a vlog that's for my family.
Okay.
That's just for us. Yeah, but then I don't show my son's face or nothing in it. So I just done a vlog about what I'm doing on the day to day there.
Yeah.
I started seeing the traction. I come home, I thought, right.
Where did you put it? YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, what was it?
Mostly TikTok. But then I started pushing the odd bits on Insta, and I started seeing racks working over here as well. So just ran with it.
But can I say something though? Yo, I feel like the viewer, in this day and age that we're in right now, they're most definitely uninspired, yeah, and they're bored, right? So when it comes to people putting content out there, it's like me, it was a hard step for me to start vlogging myself, yeah, because I'm a private guy. But, bro, people want to tune into, yo, how are you doing that?
Yo, you see what's sick, yeah? Because my music's heavily like, everyone knows like trap talk and that, yeah? People look at me in one way, innit?
Yeah.
But what I started noticing, yeah, you see when I go gym and I'm around like 50-year-old men and all that don't have a clue who I am, yeah? They'll get talking to me, they start to like me as a character, and then when they do hear the music, they take it a total different way, as if they would have heard the music first and then see me, they want it, yeah.
Yeah, because you know what that is, the stereotype.
So then you see when I've been putting out content now, like even last week and today, I put out like a vlog of just like cooking with my missus, innit?
There you go.
Yeah? People are like, I love this version of Robbo. When they see me with my son and all that, I love this. Yeah, so they're taking a different
Do you know
side
what that
of my
reminds me
character,
of?
innit?
That Big Zoo.
Yeah, of course,
the cooking and all that.
Yeah.
People know him for his music, but then now he's big for this like
It's crazy to me because obviously I know me in it, but like it's sick how people only know what they see. So because they're not seeing that, they're just thinking you're just this.
Yeah.
But how's that showing
you.
that side of you though? Because you're showing the trap side, but now you're showing kind of a different side.
I like
How
it.
you
know
finding
why?
that?
Do you feel more vulnerable?
Nah,
No.
I feel a lot better, yeah, because you see, like, so my sister's a Christian, yeah. So with my music, she'll always support me, but she can't publicly support that.
There you
yeah. My dad, he's walked the same kind of life as me, but he's into just work and whatnot now, and he didn't really like that as well.
Is that a stopwatch?
It's charged.
Huh?
What is that?
Sounds like a Casio
Yeah,
watch.
it's the watch on there next to the seat of the mirror. Click it left.
Stop and set.
Why is that going 12 midnight, bro?
No, we're nearly wrapped up. All right, check. Yeah.
Nah, it's finished.
Oh, sorry.
We'll go in from there,
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously, like, I don't know if man has seen it, but I went powerhouse and speaking to the youths.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It was the first time where everyone in my family are hitting me up, yo, I'm proud of you, So getting that kind of, receiving that from my family is bigger than anyone on the road going, yo, your track's hard and that. You get what I mean?
No, because bro, family.
Is it because it feels positive?
Yeah.
That's the best feedback, bro, from family. From a real place of loving it. To make your family proud is that.
Yeah, because you know what, my mum's been sick for years, innit? And even though, like, mums are always going to be proud of the sons regardless, like, they always got this love for them, regardless of what they're doing. You know how it is, innit? Man are gangbangers and the mums are, my son is this, my son is that, But yesterday when she sent me the text, and it's like, I love you, I'm so proud of you.
Hit home, innit?
Yeah, because for years I thought, I need to make my mum proud before she goes, innit? And I didn't know how I was going to do it. But just being natural and putting my character out there, it's managed to do it, innit?
But you see, if you didn't go through what you went through in life, you wouldn't be the person today. Do you get what I mean? And you wouldn't have the character that you've got, or be able to speak in a conversation like this with experience. Do you know what I mean? So that's one of the questions that I had 2 questions for you in it before I wanted to move on to another individual. If you could change anything in your from your past, within your journey, with the knowledge that you know now, would you do anything different?
Yeah, going back I would definitely.
Like what?
I'd be willing to work in teams more, in it.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to want to do everything myself, especially if like someone was being long with something or whatever. I just think I can take over, I can do that, but you've only got 2 hands in it.
It's right, but I feel like we've touched on the teamwork topic, innit? Like, teamwork makes the dream work. Now, we all can only get so far with juggling so many things ourselves, innit? This final question, Robert, if you were speaking to the younger version of you, and you was guiding him, I don't know if it's 15, 14, 16, if you was guiding him to get to where you're at now, or just guide him with some wise words, what would you say to the younger version of you, or that younger viewer who's watching now thinking, yo, I want to be like him?
Someone literally hit me up yesterday, innit? And I was just telling them literally, because they hit me up and all of their posts is just music, they're just spitting bars in the camera, innit? Which is good, you're talented, But I'm telling him, bro, it might sound crazy, but forget about the music for 1 second and just think about the packaging, the marketing, the branding, how you promoting, like you were saying before, your target audience, because I never thought about any of that stuff in it. But now that I've understood how much it actually makes a difference, if I would have done that from years ago, who knows where I would have ended up. But it happened for a reason, innit? Do you know what I mean?
So what's the short form version of that, if you have to put it in a few words?
I feel like that was short.
Yeah, okay. All right. So I'm aware of your journey, innit? Yeah. But can you just say some of the names of the sort of profiles that you've worked with within the music industry?
Music industry.
Some of the biggest artists you've worked with, for the viewer who doesn't know.
Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre.
God damn.
Yeah, y'all doing stuff. You should not to Dre, got something to talk about, bro.
Not to Dre. Did you meet them personally?
Yeah.
Right, I might as well just leave.
Obviously Nems, Digger, Potter, who else now?
I think shout out as well.
There's bad people, you know, Meeks, who else now? Mo Stack,
Everyone.
What about you, Leon?
Bugs and Malone, H, Darko, Meeks as well. Did something for Ashley Waters and then last year, but it's not out yet.
Shot for me, bro. Come on, man.
Yo.
You know I'm doing them for free.
All right, check. Yo, look at this thing, yeah? Looking back at your journey, what was the defining moment that shifted your career to the next level?
I would say for me, one of the defining moments, well, there's two. One of them was working with Nems at the time.
Okay.
Obviously, I shot a lot of his breakout tunes, and then we was just shooting a lot of videos then, so we was kind of known as this bit of like a duo. So obviously that was propelling me as he was getting bigger too. And then I went to Dubai and shot Digger and Mostak. And when I came back, that's when everyone was like, oh my God, yeah, blues, da 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 da. And then I could also up my price a bit as well, a little bit then, and people was kind of like, yeah, it makes sense, he works with these people, da 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 da.
Where does the name Blue come from? Because I see you wearing blue today as well.
This is why I went to church, man. But nah, Blue Boredom, basically, it's a song name. And when I was at uni, I just made the Instagram account, just posting nonsense at uni, even like just a little freestyling and stuff like that. And then I decided when I decided I'm gonna start doing photos and videos, I just archived all of that, started posting it, and next thing you know, the name started ringing up. There's this Blue Boredom guy like in Sheffield, like he does videos and that. So next thing you know, someone's calling me Blue. So I'm just like, who's that? And then like eventually I was just like, okay, I guess it's a name that I'm running by now.
Okay.
So it was.
How about you, Leon?
He's called Black.
When I moved back from Birmingham to Barbershop, like late 2018, I remember I reached out to Jerome again to work with them, and then they got me a video with 6-7.
Okay.
And did that one, and like that came out on the 1st of Jan, like 2019. Then I got another 6-7 one. And once I started getting a few names on Jerome, you know, like the premiere.
Yeah.
So as soon as I got that, my name was on it. People went from affiliating me with Birmingham Hood videos to he's getting more stuff.
Alright, so is it safe to say then the caliber of people that you're working with and their positions within the scene has a major impact on how credible like you are as a videographer? Even if you've, let's just say your video was 20 out of 10 for Joe Blogs down the road, you're not going to get the credibility because it's not the artist.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's what I guess is a bit of the downfall, because you can be super sick, but because you're not attached to this, no one's really trying to take it in like that. Because I see even sometimes I might have done a video that I didn't think is even my best video, but because it was for my man, everyone's like, yeah, it's sick, like, you know what I'm saying?
So it's all perception, innit? No.
Yeah, it's super perception.
Obviously, you two have not got, all of us in this room have not got where we've got to without taking risks in it. But specifically to you two, what's the biggest risk that you have taken along your journey to get to where you've got to now?
It's the moving back home thing, because one, I was thinking, everyone knows me from moving away. I'm living in Brum now after uni, doing this platform thing. It's not really making money like people from back home think I'm this guy and whatever. And in real life, I just like got to a point where I was like, I need to expand from this. But also from doing that, at one point I said to the guys I'm working with, I'm gonna leave this now and do my own thing. And when I moved back home, like my bank is empty. I spent all my savings trying to do this crowd media thing. So I thought, if this doesn't work, it's peak. So that's probably the biggest risk. And then I didn't even have money to buy a camera, so I was just fat llama, renting the camera for like £30, £40 a day, do shoots, save up to get my own thing. So that was probably the biggest.
To me, that sounds like that's a good key piece of advice that you can say to a young person who wants to start the journey now, innit? When I said, yo, what camera would you buy? The answer is, yo, you've not got to buy a camera because there's facilities there where you can go and rent all this equipment. You just need to know how to use it. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't even know that. So that was kind of inspiring in itself. Now, how about you, Blue?
I'd say the main one that's kind of coming to my head is just like kind of sometimes I just know who you're working for as well, because it's like I put myself in compromising or dangerous situations doing a shoot, and I don't know the full background of the person. Or
Man doing tracks on the
dangerous.
Man over. Man got shot at.
Yeah, no, literally, and that's the thing. I've been in situations where guns have come out and machetes and that, and it's like, yeah, I was working for.
You're just a camera guy.
Yeah, literally, I'm just like, I don't even know what's going on, and so I think even sometimes just like, you know, just know that not all money is good money.
Okay.
You
could get in beef yourself over it.
Yeah.
What's the most challenging project that you have worked on? Seeing as though you've worked with like a wide range of artists, what's been the most challenging project you have done?
Most challenging project, I'd probably say one of them was when I was doing a video for Chip.
Okay.
And it was featuring like this Indian artist. And I say that was most challenging because just mainly because of the record label.
Okay.
Trying to have so much say in things, but also not drawing the money to be able to do this, and just like trying to like take too much control basically, there wasn't really any room for me to kind of like put what I want to say forward.
Okay, but is that like a standard thing within this industry when you're dealing with labels? Is it hard to work with them?
It can be sometimes, but I think as well though, these times I'm also kind of early to working with labels too.
Okay.
So now I kind of understand how to work them. I think as well, as you get more credibility, there's also more trust as well. Sometimes it's just, oh, we know your thing, like just do what you do in it.
How about you, Leon?
I agree with what you said though, it's credibility. Once you've got an established name, some people would say, like, I want you to deal with it, like you do your thing, but when you're coming up, you know there's industry people that my most challenging project was, I wasn't going to name it, but I might as well. It was with Puma and JD.
Okay.
And it wasn't because of them directly. Did I miss that out?
No, we're good.
It wasn't because of them directly, it was the people that were managing it, and awkward for them to get me on the project. It was just that it overlapped with changes, and then it was just change after change after change. And then I was travelling abroad like a month after. I thought it was to be wrapped up by then, and then there was still more changes, and then the VFX guy was having bare changes. Then they got another VFX guy on, and it was just a never-ending job. And everyone's mad stressed over it.
What's one thing that's happened in your career that was a mistake, but it's actually turned out to be a blessing?
I left my camera in my car one time, and New Year's Eve, and then New Year's Day my car broken into, took the things.
Ooh, I had that. I didn't have that. Someone saw another video. She said it on my podcast recently.
Yeah. So that was a big mistake. Obviously, mum was saying bare times, don't leave it in there. I'm like, I got tinted windows, it's calm, and obviously got broken into. But the blessing was, like, obviously I'm a man of God in it, and I felt as though when that happened, I got a big influx of work afterwards, like loads of opportunities, loads of work, and I recouped all that money in like a week. Do you know what I'm saying? So it turned out to be alright.
Was there any footage on there, like valuable footage?
Nah, luckily there wasn't.
How about you, Leon?
There's been a lot of lessons, but I think it's come to mind now. When I did a video last year in Dominican Republic, I got to the airport. I was running late, got there like an hour and a half beforehand, and they needed my address of where I'm staying, and the artist didn't give me it, so I messaged her, no reply. And then I make up an address on the spot, didn't work, and I missed my flight. And then thankfully there was another flight, but that cost me like 800. And then
just because the artist didn't give you the address?
Yeah, I didn't know I had to fill in some type of visa thing. And then on the way back from DR, I went to the airport and they cancelled my flight because I didn't catch the first flight there, so they cancelled my return. So that's why I was like, that's not a bad one. So in the end, I just stayed in DR for like the rest of the week, had a holiday. But so I was probably like 3 bags down from that job.
But the learning from that though.
Yeah, it's my
find out
biggest
the
video
address.
today.
Could be a good real lap, bro. You never know what might go viral. You're one of them ones. But a good story from that is find out the address, innit?
Oh yeah, of course.
And obviously, if you don't make your first flight, you need to tell the airline that you still want the second one. Because I've been through that as well, where I've changed my first flight, but then not told them I'm not getting on it.
Yeah.
And then they automatically just cancel the second one, the return.
But that's a common thing.
Yeah, that's what they do.
I think it's good for us all to know that, bro.
Therefore, I missed my flight to the States recently.
Say you've got a return flight to Paris, and you don't get on the flight from Manchester to Paris, they assume you're just not coming.
Okay. So yeah, because I'm actually going to cancel it then, isn't it?
Yo, Blue and Leon, if you two had to start over today, with all the knowledge now, if you had the chance to, would you change anything?
No, because I feel like I had a set plan when I started, and I kind of just stuck to it, and I think that's what's got me here, because I just kind of had no one to be loyal to. I had no ties. I was just kind of like, right, I come from this small city, like, what's after this? Sheffield. Okay, cool, kill that. Then what's after that? Manchester, take over Manchester. Then what's after that? London. So I was kind of just like on this thing of like just on a mission. Do you know what I mean? And I think obviously what I started like 5 years ago, and I've got here. And I know for some people it might take 10, 15 years. So.
How old are you, by the way, again?
25.
So you're still young. Do you deem yourself do you deem yourself as successful?
I'd say so, yeah.
How about you, Leon?
What, sorry?
Do you deem yourself as successful?
Reasonably.
Yeah. Which way would you two measure success?
It's changed though now. Like obviously like at the start, yeah, success is being able to do this full time. I'm working with people I want to be working with and whatnot. But now I understand the importance of like making sure you're mental.
Yeah.
You know, because I think, especially in this type of industry, there's so many different people, so many different types of like situations you're in, and you're constantly molded into different things that you can almost lose yourself in the midst of it, you know, and find yourself kind of just like feeling empty or maybe not fully fulfilled and all that type of stuff. So I think it's important to just make sure that you also like make sure you look after your mental, innit?
Do you think that comes to like sometimes I feel like we beat ourselves up because we're in our rest? Like, you know, feel like sometimes you need to pause, look around and think, is this not considered success in comparison to where I've come from? What is success for a big house and mills in the bank? Like, what is it? What's the end goal?
I think success is different to different people.
It is. Sometimes you have to stop and appreciate how far you've come and give yourself a pat on the back.
Sometimes you don't, like, what some people say is, when they look back, they enjoy the journey.
You do.
I mean,
the journey,
because you're going through it, you're not enjoying it. You know what I mean?
For me, success used to just be all financial things, for like saying a gaff, certain kind of whip, blah blah. But for me, right now, success for me would be, even if I can't leave nothing for my kid financially or this gaff or whatever, but with giving him the knowledge to achieve what he needs to achieve in life, kind of thing, innit?
Knowledge is money is useless without knowledge. If I give you 100 bags now and you know how to spend money, bro, and you have the knowledge, and I give you 5 mil, we know where it's gonna go if you haven't got the knowledge and you don't know how to spend it. You're more powerful than this man.
It's what my dad used to always say. He said, "Give a fool £1 million and he'll go broke." Give a wise man or a guy that's got that kind of business savvy mentality £100 and he'll just keep flipping it.
It's just knowing what to do with it, innit?
Yeah.
So information's more valuable than any money.
Yeah.
That's why all these businesses want your information.
You know, it's even more valuable than money now as well. A credit score, the guy watching. The guy with all that.
So the credit score, you know.
All that money under the bed is useless if someone's got a tip-top credit score.
100%. Even though I'm even saying now, I think some people as well, like, I think it's so easy to get caught up thinking material things are going to make you like a certain person, or it's going to make you this and make you that. Like, I look at my story myself, like, growing up, I weren't too out there, weren't too confident, but I thought if I make it sick, like if I become successful, I'm going to be like, when I walk in the room, there's more. You know what I'm saying? Then I got here and I realised it's not that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still like who I was then. And then so it's like doing that work on yourself then to kind of grow as a man and understand how to kind of like talk to people and like put yourself in situations and whatnot. So that's a separate job. And you can forget about that when you're just grinding so much in one area, thinking that's going to fulfill you.
All right then. Same question that I've asked you, man, as well. Yeah. If you could advise the younger self or that younger viewer, what would you say to them?
I said earlier, I'd say just like love yourself, innit, and rate yourself. Because I think if you can love yourself and like, obviously rate what you're about, you feel like you owe yourself a good life. Like you're willing to do things like for yourself. I think a lot of people like will sooner do stuff for other people. They're good at giving advice to other people and stuff like that. But if you don't like love yourself, you can't do it for yourself. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
All right then. If that younger viewer called in and said, "Right, broski, I do love myself. I'm ready to jump on your mission now. Can you advise me sweetly, please?" What would you say to him?
I'd say, let's get it cracking, innit? Save it for the camera, and let's get going.
Where can he find his inspiration to find his niche? Is there anywhere he can look to identify a certain style that he likes?
Yeah, like social media.
Okay.
Like, follow all your favourite directors, favourite brands, see what they're doing, and then literally, I would say, because people like say, "Oh, just find your style," but I would say, just try and copy what you saw. Right?
Okay,
perfect. You'll never be able to actually, because you won't be able to do it how you exactly saw it. So naturally, in trying to copy that, you'll build your own style. Because even midway shoot, you might think, "Oh, actually, I quite like this." You try that, and you see the next thing, try and copy that. And
I think that's a perfect key information for anyone who is looking to go down that route. Do you know what I mean? Who doesn't know what to do? Yo, just copy. Just copy what you like. How about you, Leon?
There's a book called How to Steal Like an Artist.
How to steal like an artist.
Yeah, and it literally talks about that. You'll never be able to copy your idols like one for one. So try to copy them. You'll be like 80% there, maybe, and then the other 20% will be your own style.
Yeah.
Good advice, that.
I guess that we saved the best till last, innit? Yeah, we saved the best till last. Now, one thing that I'm trying to understand, yeah, is how the hell do you balance all of these different things that you're doing, and how have you been able to do what you're doing for so long, still stay committed, and still want to have time to start Gym Attack and reignite the fire with that brand?
In my head, my mentality is just get it done. Get up, don't think about it too much.
Okay.
Just get up and get it done. It's a gift and a curse, because I feel like I'm doing too much.
Yeah.
And not concentrating on focusing on one thing.
Feel like you're juggling.
Feel like I'm juggling. I'm not putting enough concentration on my brand, because I'm doing other things. So,
why is it you want to do this brand so much, bro? Why is it? Is it because
it's partly because I've been asked so many times to do it, to promote other brands, and also I want to leave behind something for my kids.
Yeah.
And also, I like the thought of getting paid when I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
And when you got a brand, the clothing brand especially, that's doing well, even when you're not around, when you want to switch off, if you've got the brand to a certain level, it's still going to do well, you're still going to make money. So that was kind of the reason why I started.
Passive income.
All right, look at this shit. I see that you have PT clients in the morning. Yeah. You work throughout the day. Yeah. You work at the night time in the clubs.
Yeah.
Is this not killing you?
I'm still going.
Yo, you're still in peak performance. You're still in physical shape.
Yeah, it's like last night. I finished work at 2. I had a client at 6.
Okay.
6 a.m. I think I'm looking to have 2 things that I love.
Yeah.
Music and fitness.
Okay.
So I don't have to think about doing it. I just want to do it anyway.
All right. So
that's why I was saying before, if you enjoy doing something, try and make money from it, or get a job in it.
Yeah.
And build from there. Get the experience and build from
All right. So do you view these 2 things as work?
there.
Is there a fun element in this for you?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
There is.
Yeah, it's fun. In terms of PT and instructing, I love passing my knowledge on to people that want a better lifestyle, or a healthier lifestyle.
Yeah.
I love seeing the changes that I make to people. Always have done. Went to uni, done a masters, came out, started PTing. In terms of music, I love music. So, and they kind of both work hand in hand in terms of when I instruct on PT, I have good songs on, I play good playlists, it motivates and engages the clients that I've got. That's why I work for bars as well. If the music's popping, it helps the clients engage, so it kind of works hand in hand. So that's why, to me, it's not work. I just enjoy doing them, so I'll just keep doing them.
All right, look, there's bare guys out there, yeah, that are young cats. Like, I started gym at 15 years old, yeah? No, look, you're saying that you're working now under Barry's, who's a big corporation, and the networking in there is through the roof, yeah? So the standard guy would go and get a job in personal training, they start on the gym floor at Pure Gym, and then who knows where they'll go, yeah? I don't know many PTs like you. Obviously, I'm at Frontline Fit Performance, I see them guys, but your thing seems totally different, bro. Like, what sort of doors have been open for you from networking with these type of individuals? Because I'm sure the clientele there, it's a bit different than what would be in your normal Pure Gym.
Yeah. So there's 2 ways of doing it. You can start from the bottom and kind of work your way up, which is what I did. I started at the bottom, started PTing in Virgin Active. As soon as I started PTing there and I got certain clients, I thought to myself, I can do this alone. So I had the confidence to go and do it alone. Then I realised, to get to the top, I've got to be with people at the top.
Yeah.
If I want certain clients to pay me a certain amount, I'll go and find them.
Okay.
That's when I started going to higher end gyms, started doing Barry's, which is a high-end fitness workout, and I knew from there, when I started my brand, that have the money to buy, invest in it, and follow my journey. So that's why I started working for high-end brands.
But so you see what you just said, yeah? You was on about networking now. Yeah. You two, Blue and Leon, you both touched on the caliber of clients that you've had has helped you within your journey, innit? So is this a key thing, what people need to identify, is know the correct niche that's going to be able to help you scale and network with. Do you know what I mean? Like for the likes of people that are at Pure Gym, right? We've all been to that gym before. We know what it's like. It's just in and out. It's a commercial space. Like, how key is networking for progression?
Networking is key. It opens a lot of doors for you. It kind of, and it educates you as well. You'll speak to people that know a lot more about what you want to do and give you the advice and the guidance to say, okay, do it this way. You also have people, if you network with them correct, that will try and help you as well, help you along the way. And that's kind of the best way to position as also your product as well. If you've got a product you want to sell or a service you want to sell, if you're with the right network, it's going to help you kind of get it to a certain point, and then once you get to that point, you can then elevate it and keep going.
So Jay, one of the conversations me and you had was a lot of the time people from our culture don't like asking for help.
No handouts.
They don't like networking. I'm just going to try and do it all myself.
That was me. I didn't want to ask for no help. I wanted to do it all myself. Then I got to a point where I thought to myself, no, I need to network to level up. That's when I started networking. So if you want to level up, networking is definitely something that you need to constantly be doing, time and time again.
All right, one question. Yeah, I got two last questions for you, Franklin. Yeah, what's the key to building a strong personal brand within the fitness industry?
Practice what you preach.
Okay.
You gotta look the part. As well as people say, there's a lot of. Sometimes you can look the part and not know what you're talking about, but unfortunately, in the fitness industry, looking the part is the best way to get started. Look the part, get started by that way, and then people are gonna listen to what you're saying. So I've always looked the part. I've always trained hard. Before I knew what I was doing, I got people to show me how to get to a certain level, look a certain way, and then once I looked that way, people started messaging me, "Oh, can you help me get fit?" or "What do I need to do to get a bigger chest?" And that way, people are coming to you then because you look the part, and looking the part, they think you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So I say in the
Proof's
fitness,
in the pudding, isn't it?
proofs in the pudding.
If you look the part.
If you look the part, yeah.
All right.
Looking the part in the fitness industry is definitely the best way to get started.
Look at this, yeah. If you was talking to the younger version of you, yeah, how old are you now, Franklin?
40.
Right, you're 40. Don't look 40, by the way. Yeah. Man's in impeccable shape. If he took his top off, yo, he's looking like D'Angelo Ninja Turtle. Trust me. Yeah. Yo, look at this. You're juggling now at 40, yeah, in physical peak performance, right? The younger Franklin back in the day, yeah. Are you telling him to go down the same path that you've gone on to get to this position, or would you advise him something different?
I'd say to him, go on the same path, definitely, but I keep reverting back to listening to people that have already done it. Don't think you have to do it alone.
What is?
Battery's dying.
Just take, when he puts that battery, you just want to take that from the top.
Are we back on? Yeah. All right, Franklin, so if you was talking to the younger version of yourself, yeah, little Franklin, starting his journey, would you advise him the same route that you've took, or would you tell him something else?
I'd tell him not to try and do it alone.
Okay.
Get advice from someone who's already in the industry, someone who's older than he is. And if you can get a mentor, because you're going to cut out a lot of mistakes you're going to make. You're still going to make mistakes, but by getting someone who's already in the industry or a mentor, you're going to cut out a lot of mistakes that's going to happen before it happens.
Okay.
So that's what I'd say.
Right. And just to conclude, just as a collective and sitting down with all of you guys in this room now, we're all on our different missions. We're all striving for success. Just one of the key points that I wanted to, and I keep saying, touching back on this inspiration and motivation, I just feel like just for all the viewers and the young guys out there that might feel somewhat inspired by us all, just a personal message from me, whether you come from our demographic or you don't, is like, there's so many different routes in life that you can go, which has been displayed for this whole conversation with us. Everyone's been on their own journeys. Everyone's gone down different roads. Someone have ended up in jail. Someone have come out and turned their life around. Just like Robba, rapping, vlogging, boom. You never know when your time is going to come to succeed in what you're doing, innit? So for me, it's like, I'd ask each user, like, I'd want you to touch on the same point, yeah? For me, it'll just be a case of, yo, dream bigger, stay committed, and just networking is key. Meet as many people as you can and just utilise your following and the people that you're around.
Yeah, for me it'd be just exactly what you said, just get going, innit? Whatever you're thinking of doing, just do it, because that's the hardest bit, you get me?
Starting's the hardest part.
Yeah, 100%, because you doubt yourself, innit? once you get the ball rolling, things will start happening. I think.
Completely agree. I overthink things.
Yeah, don't overthink too much, and you know, you never know what path you take will lead you to like something else.
I think you spoke for us all, bro. It's just staying committed. It's literally that, like the saying goes, what we all see on Instagram. If you can believe it, you can achieve it, and that's solid, man. You commit to something, you make it.
Yeah, man. And don't rush the process.
Perfect. Yeah.
Don't rush it, man. Don't rush it.
I'd say don't watch other people. Don't look at other people and think.
Don't watch the next man's pockets.
I should be doing that, or they're 28, I'm 28, but that person looks like they.
Nah, you can't do that. Be
But
inspired in it.
You know what though? When Franklin said, "Don't rush the process," yeah, I'm a firm believer. Everything happens when it's supposed to happen.
True.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Or it might not happen at all.
God willing, God in blues words, God's willing it does. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, over and out. Fuck yeah, no. But check though, if that was a 4 in the afternoon shout, it would have been adequate time.